follow this one. All right, now recording the progress. Okay, number 3, okay, but you have to find what is the f of 4. This is a function, okay? This is how it looks like a function. This is looks like a function, f of x. This looks like a function. What that means, when x equals 4, what is the value of this one? That's the meaning. So when x is 4, what is the value of this one? Put this number, x is 4 there, and still -4, isn't it? So 5 times 4 is 20, and minus 4 equals 16, right? Are you guys with me? All right. Now, the linear equation usually general form always what? M times x, okay? And plus sometimes this number cannot be 0, right? Okay? This time cannot be 0. Usually just people, we use this one, y equal kx, which is what? X and y, okay, a proportional relationship, but there is no b over here. This is a proportional relationship, but this one is some value of b. If b is not 0 anymore, that is not proportional relationship. Anyway, this b equals, what is the y-intercept? This b is y-intercept. Starting point. This is m, coefficient of x is m, is we set the slope. Why the slope? You're gonna do this later, okay? Okay, now, but this section is just we organize the point to make a graph, okay? Okay. Now, we have, right, x minus 10. Anybody fill out over here? When x is -1, what is the y? This is a variable y output. We use the y or sometimes f of x. F of x, this is a y, okay? All right, when x is -1, what is the value of y? Anybody can give me the number? When x is -1, what is the value of y? Put this number over here. -1 and another minus 10. That is the value of y. How much is this one? -1 minus 10.
11 negative.
-11. Excellent. Very good. Okay, now keep going. When x equals 0, what is the y? 0 minus 10. How much is this one?
10.
-10, right? Okay, -10. So what happened? When x equals 1, what is the value of y? 1 minus 10 equals
9.
-9, right? Because negative number is big, negative number 9. When x is 2, what is the value of y? 2 minus 10, how much?
Equal
8.
-8.
-8.
Yep, -8. That's it. Using this one, this is the point, right? When x is -1, y is -11. When x is 0 and y is -10. When x is 1, y is -9. When x is 2, y is -8. Using this 4 point, we can make a graph. That's true, right? You can make a graph. So we're gonna make a graph, right? After this. Okay, just we're gonna try one more over here. Everybody fill out the number 8 over here. Okay, have some practice. What is that? Okay, we work together, okay? Okay, because you are not provide your paper and pen on your desk. Okay, when x equals -3, what is the value of y? Okay, put this number x equals -3 is what? 2 times -3 plus 6. How much is that? Anybody know this number? 2 times -3 plus 6. How much is that? 2 times -3 is what? -6. You think? Go ahead.
I was thinking that 2 times 3 go -6.
Yeah,
and
-6 plus 6 is?
plus 6, that'll give me
-6 plus 6 how much?
equal -12, I think.
Nope, 0, right? Plus minus 0. Okay? All right. When x is -1, what happened? 2 times -1 plus, what is this number? 2 times -1 is what? -2. -2 plus 6. How much is this one?
4.
Yep, 4 is correct. Now, when x is 2, what happened? 2 times 2 plus 6. So how much is this one? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, right? Now, what happened? If x is 4, 2 times 4, and plus 6. How much is that? 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 6 will be 14, right? That's the way you can find the point. Okay? The number 9 is the same thing. I'm not gonna do this one, okay? All right, now we just fill out, okay, the table. Using this table, we can make a graph. Okay, a little more practice over here, but we're gonna make a goal directly over here, okay? Take a look over here. Now, let's make a graph now. We're gonna make a graph y equals x minus 2. Put this number x is 0 into the here. We got the y is -2, right? When x equals 1, 1 minus 2 is -1. When x equals 2, 2 minus 2 is y is 0. When x equals 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, right? That's the point. Okay, they make a point over here. When x equals 0, y is -2. When x is 1, y is -1. When x is 2, y is 0. When x equals 3, y is 1. We got the point. Now put this point on the graph. When x equals, I'm going to make a big. Make a big. A little more. Okay, much better. Right, much better. I'm going to make sure this is recording, okay? More times. Okay, it's recording. That's why I'll make sure. All right. So when x equals 0, y equals -2. Where is it? When x equals 0, y equals negative. This point, I'm going to make a red color. This color, right? All right. Second point, when x is 1, y is -1. When x is 1, y is negative. This point, second point. The next one, when x is 2, y equals 0. When x equals 2, that's the third point. The next point over here. What about the other point? Follow the pattern now. After this, 3 or 4 is enough. 3 or 4 is enough. All the other point can be followed by pattern. What is pattern? From here to here, 1 right, 1 up. 1 right, 1 up, the next point. From down over here, 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left, okay? Using this one, you can find the additional point over here. So make it a line, all the point. That's the graph of what? Y over here, y equals x minus 2, graph this way. Is it okay? All right. So over here, we're gonna learn something else. This point is what intersection, this we said x-axis. Intersection with the x-axis. So this point is called what? X-intercept. Intersection with the x-axis, x-intercept. This point intersection with the y-axis. This point we said y-intercept. This is y-intercept is what we said starting point. we start at this point. Use original, okay? All right. So remember, what is the x-intercept and what is the y-intercept? Okay. Y-intercept is a -2. X-intercept is 2. You can say it this way. Is it okay? All right. Now we try this one by using table. We're gonna make a graph. Okay. Everyone try this one. Fill out here and find a point and make a graph. I'll give you some minutes. Okay. All right. I'm gonna resume. Pause the recording, okay? After you finish that, you let me know, okay? Recording now, okay? All right. So now check it out, okay? Check it out your work. When x is -2, put this number -2 in the x and +3. What is the variable y is 1? So the point is what? When x is -2, y is 1. Where is the point? When x is -2 over here, y is 1. This is the point. Now, when x equals 0 is on this y-axis, okay, which is what? Y-intercept. Okay, put this number 0 over there. 0 plus 3. The variable y is 3. So point is what? When x equals 0, y is 3. When x equals 0, y is 3. This point is y-intercept. We skip the -1 there, right? Because we don't need this one always. Just 4 point is enough. When x is 1, 1 plus 3 equals the variable y. So the point is when x is 1, y is 4. Where is the next point? When x is 1, y is 4 over here. That's enough. Now the next we can follow, but we still have, right, one more blank in the table. We're going to finish this, okay? When x is 2 and plus 3, the variable y is 5. So when x is 2, y is 5. So where is it? When x is y is 5 over here. Yeah, very boundary over here. Maybe this point, maybe this point, this point, this point, right?
Like I wrote the answer, like 1, 3, 4, 5, but I didn't do the, x, y because.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the graph. Is it okay? So the right up to here, you can make another arrow, right? But usually arrow means what? Continuous. Okay. This is a graph of y equals x plus 3. Can you see that over here?
Yes.
This point is 3. We said y-intercept. Can you see this 3 over here? Same number, because when x equals 0, y equals 3, right? That's why this number equals this number, y-intercept. So this number is called y-intercept. Oh, what is this number? 1x. Okay, coefficient of x is 1x. Okay, I'm going to chart this coefficient of x, which is 1, right? 1x equals 1 times x equals 1x, x, isn't it? This is coefficient of x. This is, we said, slope. What that means? Slope is what? You can use a fraction of 1/1, right? What is that? 1 right, 1 up. That's the meaning. 1 right, 1 up. That's the slope. From here, 1 right, 1 up. So 1/1 is the value of m, slope. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
So from the graph, if you got slope and y-intercept, you can write the equation again, right? Reverse way. It is okay? For example, just example, okay, we're gonna do this one again, okay? I have a graph here. I have a graph here. I'm going to use different color, okay? I have a graph here. here, 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 down. So graph looks like this way. Here and down up here. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oops. Okay, right? That's the graph. All right, now from the graph, from this graph, can you find the equation of the line? This is the equation about the line y equals mx plus 3. Okay, first we're gonna write down over here y equals mx, this is the coefficient of x, and plus b, this value b is y-intercept. We already did, okay? This value b is y-intercept. This is the slope. You can find it. Slope over here. Oh my God, the point is changed. Okay, I'm gonna, this is wrong. Okay, they changed, okay? That's why we got the different answer. This is out, this is out, okay? One more time. This point, this point, this point, this point, this point. I'm gonna make this. This is y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4 is y-intercept. Now replace of it. There is a negative 4. Where is the m between 2 points? 1 right, 2 up. 1 right, 2 up. This is slope. 1 right, 2 up. That's the slope. Put this number over here. So the equation is y equals 2 over 1 is 2, 2x and 1 to negative 4, negative 4. That's the equation of the line. Can you do that, this one? Yes. Or you can use what, these 2 points. It doesn't matter, these 2 points. 2 right, 4 up. That's the slope too. 2 right, 4 up. Which is equal to the same number, isn't it? That's the slope. When you simplify, that's the slope. Everybody follow me? Okay, we're gonna have another make a graph over here. Okay, everybody try graph right 3x plus 2 using table. Using table means what? How many points do you need? 3 or 4 points is enough. I'm gonna do that. 3.4 point is enough. This is the value of x. This is the value of y, okay? I'm gonna suggest over here from here, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, only 4 points. Now let's find the value of y and make a graph. What is the value of y when x equals negative 1? Anybody know this number? When x equals negative 1, what is the value of y? 3 times x equals negative 1, but still we have a 2 there. How much is 1? Negative 3 plus 2 equals negative 1, right? Now the next number x is 0. Put this number x equals 0 here. 3 times 0 plus 2 is 2. If x is 1, what is the value of y? 3 times 1 plus 2 equals 5. One more. When x is 2, what is the y? Y equals 3 times 4 over here, 2, right? 2 plus 2, another 4 over here. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Now we got the 1 point. -1, -1. That's the point. -1, -1. The other point is what? When x equals 0, y is 2. When x equals 1, y is 5. When x equals 2, y is 8. That's it. We have 4 points. Where is the -1, -1, -1? Down is that's the -1, -1. Where is the y-intercept? When x equals 0, y is 2. When x equals 0, y is 2. This point is now y-intercept. The next one, when x is 1, what is 5? When x is 1, 5 is over here. Okay, now the other side. You can use the pattern now. 3 down, 1 left. 3 down, 1 left. That's another additional point over here. Now we're gonna make the line over here, okay? Make the line. Here, 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 here. That's enough. This is the graph of y equals 3x plus 2. Where is 2? This is 2, y-intercept is 2. How about this number 3? This number 3 is what is that? 3 over 1, right? 1 right, 3 off. That's why we got this number 3. Are you guys with me? All right, now forget about this one. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna delete this one. I delete this one. Now we have a graph over here. We have a graph over here. Pass what? This point, this point, this point. What is the equation of this graph? Find the equation of the line. What is the equation over here? What is the equation of the line? How to find the equation over here? We need only two. What is that? Slope and y-intercept. Every linear, every straight line can be expressed this way. Y equals m times x plus b. The only things we need, what? This is slope. This is y-intercept. That's enough. Can you find the y-intercept on the graph? This point is the y-intercept. This is 2, you know? This number is 2. How to get the slope? Slope is what? Between any 2 points, the change in y over change in x. You can choose this point. This is change in y over change in x. I'm gonna write down. Slope is change in y over change in x. Usually simple. Delta y over delta. Delta means what? Change portion. 2, 3, okay. 3 over 1. That's the slope. Or you can add 2, 1 right, 3 up. So 3 over 1. 3 over 1 is equal to 3, right? So m equals 3. Slope is 3. We got already. Put this number into the equation. M is 3. The equation is what is that? 3x plus 2. You know? Can you see that? Same equation. 3x plus 2. Yes. All right. Now one more practice there. Try number 2 over here. Make a graph. Okay. So I'll give you a few minutes. Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes. When you finish, you let me know, okay? I'm gonna pause the recording.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done, okay. Okay, Victoria, what is the value of y when x equals -1?
1,
2 minus x is -1, right? Minus
Yeah.
1 is 3, isn't it? I think you got the very wrong number.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, no, 3 is correct, right?
Yeah.
What about the x equals 0? What is the value of y?
Would it be 2?
Yep, 2 minus 0 is 2. What is the value of y when x equals 1?
Would it be 1?
That's right, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, what is the y when x equals 2?
0?
0, perfect. Now check out the point. When x is -1, y is 3. When x is -1 over here, y 3 up here. That's the point. Now another point is what? When x equals 0, y is 2. When x equals 0, y is 2. That's just the point. This point is y-intercept, right? Because when x equals 0. When x equals 1, y is when x equals 1, y is that's the third point. When x equals 2, y is 0. That's another point. All the other one additional, you can use pattern, right? 1 down, 1 right, 1 down, 1 right, 1 down, 1 right. That's all additional point. You can make it. Now let's make the line. Better? That's the equation of, that's the graph of this equation 2 minus x or negative x plus 2. Using table. Now we're gonna start, okay, how to graph using slope and y-intercept. Now we're gonna start this one, okay? How to graph using using slope and y-intercept. Y-intercept is we said b value, okay? B value. Now let's program. Okay, it's a recording. Now I'm gonna delete table. I'm gonna delete table and delete everything. I'm gonna delete graph. Everything going. Everything's gone. Now, how to graph? Using slope and y-intercept. Anyway, we need to find the slope and y-intercept, okay, in the equations. Y equals, I'm going to write the negative x first, usually, okay, variable first and the constant next one. From the graph, from the equations, okay, this value is y-intercept, we know that. B value is 2. Where is the slope? Anybody can give the number slope? Slope is what is that? What did I say? Coefficient of x. This is the coefficient of x. This is x. Where is the coefficient? -1 over here, right? That is the slope. Slope is -1. But we need to change in y, change in x. That's why we use fraction. -1, you can use a -1/1, or you can use a 1/-1. It's the same thing, -1, right? You can use either of this one. Now, how to graph this one? Where we start? This is our starting point. B equal 2, because we know that when x equals 0, y equals 2, right? B equals 2. So this is starting point. This is the y-intercept. We already got 2 over here. Are you guys with me? The next one is follow the slope. You can use this one or this one. I'm going to this one. Usually to the right is what? This is the denominator, positive, right? Slope is negative 1/1. I'm going to this one. What that means? 1 right. -1 is 1 down over here, right? That's the next point. That's the next point. That's enough. Only one point is enough. All other point is what is that? Follow the pattern. What is the next point on your right? 1 right, 1 down. This next point, 1 right, 1 down, 1 right, 1 down, 1 right, 1 down. All to the right is what we finished already. What about left hand side? Okay, how to go from here to here? 1 up, 1 left, or 1 left, 1 up. You can use any path. How about this? Okay, 1 left, 1 up. 1 left, 1 up, 1 left, 1 up, 1 left, 1 up. We got all the point. Okay, now make the line over here. That's it. This is the graph of what? Y equal to minus x or negative x plus 2. Remember, there are two different ways. One is using table, the other using slope and y-intercept. Any questions about this?
No.
Okay, very good. Okay, now I'm gonna asking you to graph of these equations, y equal to 3x minus -1 without using table, with usual slope and y-intercept. Using a slope and y-intercept. Make a graph, okay? Everybody try this one. I'll give you one minute. That's enough, okay? All right, pause the recording to 1 minute. Okay, now recording in progress. So y-intercept is -1. This is the number is y-intercept. B value is -1. What is the slope? Slope means what? M, the coefficient of x. That's the slope, but that is not in fraction. You're gonna make a fraction 3/1, isn't it? Or you can use right -3/1. It's okay. You can use right both two numbers is negative. Anyway, negative over negative is positive. But better use what positive number. You don't have to write change into a negative number, okay? Now using these two, we're gonna make a graph. We are just starting point, -1. This is a starting point on the graph, negative. Where is -1? This point is -1. Y-intercept. What's the next? You're gonna find the next point using the slope. Slope is what is that? 1 right, 3 up. 1 right, 3 up over here, right? That is next point. That's enough. If you got 2 points, the next one is what? Follow the pattern. Okay, you start from here. 1 right, 3 over. That is the next point. Going down, 3 down, 1 left. 3 down, 1 left. That is another point. Now connect the line, connect the point. Oops. I'm not good thrower. That's it. That's it. This is the graph of y equals 3 x minus 1. We got the y-intercept over here. We got the slope over here. Changing 3 over changing 1, that's the slope. Everything we got. Yes? Okay. So now we're gonna have a 10-minute break, okay? All right, so I'm gonna resume, hold this, resume the recording. Okay, now we're gonna have a little, just one more practice. Okay, just one more practice. Okay, I'll give you the equation
I
over here.
will come back after use. May I use the restroom?
All right.
Okay.
All right, everybody is here, right? Everybody's here. Okay, I think so. Everybody's here. Yeah. Because everybody is very good student. Okay. I believe it. All right, now we're gonna have y equals 2x plus 1. Okay. Now we're gonna make a graph over here. 2x plus 1. So from the equation, we need to find y-intercept and slope. You can easily find from the equations y-intercept and slope, or slope and y-intercept. Where is the slope? Coefficient of x, that's a slope. You're gonna make it fraction form. 2/1 is the slope. And this number is y-intercept, we know that, right? Y-intercept is the starting point. So to graph, where is our starting point there? When x equals 0, y equals 1. That's why we said y-intercept. This is our starting point. Now using the slope, find the next point. What is that? 1/2 or 2/1, right? What that means? 1 right, 2 up. Or you can use this first. 2 up, 1 right. This is 2. You want to take this first. 2 up, 1 right. You can go this way. You use, right? Choose this path. Or this is the first. 1 right, 2 up. Anyway, final point is the same thing. You can go this path or this path. It depends on you, which you like it. All right, next point is easier, right? I'm going to use this one, these types. 2 up, 1 right. 2 up, 1 right. That is next point. 2 up, 1 right. Next point, using the pattern, we can find the additional point. So from this point, this one, 2 down, 1 left, or 1 left, 2 down. I'm going this one, 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1 left. That's another point. 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1 left. So you can find all the terms, all the points, okay? Now let's connect all these points. This point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. That's it. We need the arrow, okay? Right. That's the graph. One more over here, but this is we said slope is positive. That's why always 1 right, 1 up. X is increased to the right, y is increased. This is we said positive slope. Because this number 2 is positive. We said this slope is a positive slope. What that means? When x is increased, y also increase. As x is increased, y also increase. That is a positive slope. Now I'm going to graph this one, negative 2x plus 1. Negative 2, that's the slope, but we can see that slope is a negative number. That's why the slope is now negative slope. Anyway, y-intercept is the same as before. We're starting point 1 over here. We got to a slope is a negative number. You can make right 1. That's the fraction. Now take a look. What that means? 1 right, that is the 1 right, 2 down, isn't it? Or 2 down, 1 right, same thing. I'm going to use, okay, 1 right, 2 down, 1 right, 2 down. That is the next point. 1 right, 2 down, next point. 1 right, 2, that is the next point to the right. What about the other side? You can find the way, follow the pattern. 1 left, 2 up, 1 left, 2 up, 1 left, 2 up. That is all other point. Make the line over here. That's the graph of y equals negative 2x minus 2x minus 2x plus 1. Can you see that? You can do that, right? Okay, that is not hard. Okay, now the next one, it'll go into the deep. How we find the slope from the point over here. To find the slope, we have two different ways. You can use, right, the graph or algebraically. Using the first one, you're using the graph. Or the other is what? Using the point algebraically. And solve it algebraically. What that means using the graph, you can choose any point. Check it out. How do they move? 2 right, 3 right, 4 up. 3 right, 4 up. That's the slope. 3 right, 4 up. That's the slope. On the graph. Now using the point, we have 2 points given, 2 and 3 and negative 1, the other point. We have using this point, we solve it algebraically. To find the slope, change in y is what? Y2 minus y1, right? Maybe you can take this is what? X2, y2, this is what? X1, y1. Some point. So change in y, this is change in y, okay? So 3 minus minus 1, okay? So y2 over y1 over change in x is what? X2 minus x1. That's the slope. So y2, take this is y2, 3 minus, this is y1 minus 1 over x2 is 2, still minus, but this x1 is still minus, so be careful, okay? Minus 1. So 3 minus minus is what? 3 plus 1 over 2 minus minus 2 plus 1. Finally, we got 3 over 3, right? That's the slope. Okay, so we gotta learn, okay, from the point, how we find the slope. Okay, because over here, this is y2, isn't it? 3. This is x2. This is y1. That's why y2 minus y1 is what? The length of this side. There is a change in y. This is x2, this is x1, right? x2 minus x1 is the length of this side. Okay, that's the formula, okay? From here, now we got y1, 4, and 3 and negative 2 on the graph. Choose any point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 down. There is a change in y. 6 down means what? Negative 6. Okay. Now to the right, 2, positive 2. That's the slope. Negative 3 is the slope, isn't it? Now using the point, this is the graph we did it. Using the point, I'm going to take this is what? X2, Y2, this is what? X1, Y1. You can use this as well, Y2, it doesn't matter, okay? You can choose any point first. So Y2, 4, minus minus 2, over X2, 1, minus, this is X1 is 3. So 4 minus minus 2 is 6. Understand? 4, I'm going to write it step by step. 4 minus minus plus 2, 1 minus 3 is 1 negative 2, right? So 6 over negative 2 is 1. That's 6 over there, negative 3, right? That's the same slope. That's the number. Okay, now we're going to have some practice using algebraically, okay? Using the algebraically. Try this one. Okay, find out the slope of this one. Okay, try this one. without using graph. Okay, without graph, how do we find the slope? Just give me the answer. You can use any point x. I'm going to, this is the x2. This is y2. This is the other point x1 and y1. The slope can be obtained formula, right? y2 minus y1. This is reset change in y over x2 minus x1. That is change in x. So y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1. x2 minus x1 is 3 minus 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 over 3 is 1, right? That's the slope. What that means? 1 right, 1 up means what? 1 right, 1 up. 1 right, 1 up. That's the slope. Okay, everybody try number 2 and number 3. Have some practice number 4, right? Now from now on, if you guys have right answer, you let me know, okay? So we'll check it out. I need a number, okay? Only 3. If you got the right, maybe 1 wrong, we're gonna have additional question will be a 5 or 6, okay? All right, when you got the number, you let me know, okay? Pause.
Okay.
Answer is what? The slope of number 2. I'm going to use the little m stand for slope, okay, in algebra, okay? What's the slope? Anybody got the number?
I got 2.
Oh, you got 2? Okay, check it out.
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay, maybe 2 might be answer, right?
Okay.
Okay. All right, this I'm going to take this is x2, y2, this is the x1, y1. Don't mix up. This is not y, right? This is all first number is x coordinate, okay? All right, now y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's the slope definition. y2 minus y1, 2 minus 2, okay? Not just minus 2, because this number is minus. Minus 2 over x2 is 3, minus x1 is positive 1, that's why minus 1. So 2 plus 2 is 4. You know that, right? I'm gonna, okay, step by step, okay? 2 minus 2 is 2 plus 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2, you know that. 2 plus 2 is 4, and divided by 2 is slope is 2. That's correct. Excellent.
I did like this way, like 2 over 1, like 1 over 2, I should say. I just
Yeah, you can use 2 over 1. Yeah, that's fine.
I just divide by 2, so I get 1 over 2, and you cross the 1, I get 2 for my answer. You could do that too.
Oh yeah, you can do that. 2 over 2 plus 2 over 2 is what? 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Anybody has the answer number 3?
I got -3.
Negative 3. I got the 1 over negative 3. Okay, check it out. Okay, check it out. Let's with this one, x2, y2, x1, y1, slope, stand for m, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4. Then x2 minus x1, the next is x2 and y2, right? X2 is still 2, and x1 is 4. That is positive 6 plus, right? So that is negative 2. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Yet it has negative slope. Negative slope is what? When it increase, y is decrease. This way, that is negative slope. Okay, excellent. Now one more questions over there. Anybody has answer number 4? This is x2, y2, x1, y1. The slope equals y2 minus y1, 3 minus 1 over x2 minus x1. x2 is 6, x1 is 3, right? Now simplify. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 3 is 3. That's it. You don't have to change it. That's what fraction. That is what slope. Okay. Any questions about this exercise? Are you guys understandable, right? All right. Now the next one. We're gonna go over one more times. We have the equation y equal mx plus b. This has the name. What is that? Slope intercept form, we said. This is a slope. This is a y-intercept. We don't use a y-intercept, okay? Because what that is, we know that everyone knows that is y-intercept, okay? So forget it. Just this intercept is y-intercept, okay? Yeah, that's the equation of the line. Always what the equation of the line is what? Y equals mx plus b. This is with a slope intercept form. There's another point, another expression, right? There's another form to express a line, but we're gonna do this one later, okay? Only what? This is what popular expression for the line. So y equal mx plus b is called what? Slope intercept form. How we got the slope intercept form? Yeah, there is a formula here. We got the equation y equals x minus 3. First, we can write down y equals x minus 3. This is the original. But to find the slope, we don't need to write x, just write coefficient of x. But coefficient of x is 1 over here, right? That's why we didn't write 1 in usually over here, okay? Because the 1 x equals just x, isn't it? Just write down this number. This is slope. And the plus, then negative 3 separate. This number is we said y-intercept. So slope is 1. And y-intercept is negative 3. That's it. We just find what 2 numbers already. But when you make a graph, slope is usually we use a fraction, right? So you can a little slightly change. 1 over 1 or 2 over 2 or 3 over 2 to find this graph, another point, okay? But still over here, slope is 1. It's okay. Now we just find the slope and y-intercept from the graph. Okay, now we're gonna have a little more practice. We have this one, y equal 2x plus 1. Can you find the slope? What's the slope? Tell me the number. What is the slope? Coefficient of x. This number is a slope. Slope is 2. What is the y-intercept? B value is y-intercept. What is the B value? This one is y-intercept. Are you guys with me? All right. Now, if you got the right slope and y-intercept, we did already, okay? We can make a graph very easier way, isn't it? We don't have to find the y or other point. Just using this slope and y-intercept, we can find the graph. Okay, slope is to a starting point. This is a starting point. Y-intercept is when x equals 0, y is 1. That is y-intercept. That's the B value. This is our starting point. Now find using the slope. Oh, slope is 2. That's why you can change a little slightly in fraction form, right? 2 equals what? 2 over 1, or you can use 4 over 2. 2 over 1 is easier, okay? So what that means? 1 right, 2 up from here, right? Starting point, 1 right, 2 up. You can find the next point very easily. 1 right, 2 up. That is not next point. Just follow the pattern now from here. Now to the left is 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1. That's the graph. Can you follow the step over here to make a graph? And finally, after you find the point, connect all these points. Draw a line, isn't it? This is a draw a line, pass through the point. Because 2 points, you can make it a line. That's enough. Actually, what is that? 2 points is enough. Just so additional point is what help to make a graph. All right, now let's find over here and make a graph over here, okay? You can use what the graph paper and down over here. From this one, make here. This one, make here. This one, graph over here. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes is enough, right? 3 minutes is enough. Make a graph. Make a graph. So when you finish, you let me know, okay? Pause. Okay, now resume over here. From this equation, so what is the value of slope? Coefficient of x is 1, right? What is the y-intercept over here? B equals 1 is the y-intercept. Okay, using this one, now make a graph. Where is the starting point? Y-intercept is 1 over here. This is our starting point. Now using the slope, we can find the next point. Slope is 1 means 1 over 1, and then you can use this one fraction. 1 right, 1 up. That is the next point. That's enough. Or the other point is follow the pattern, right? 1 right, 1 up. 1 right, 1 up. 1 right, 1 up. That's it. That's the graph. This is y equals x plus 1 graph. Can you do that? All right, number 2. What's the slope on number 2? Anybody can give me the slope number 2?
I think 2.
Yeah, slope is 2. What is the y-intercept? What
4.
number is y-intercept?
4.
No, all together, right? -4 is y-intercept. It's okay. So now let's make a graph. This is our starting point. When x equals 0, y is -4. So that is y-intercept. -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down over here, all the way down. Okay. Now from this point, we make another point. Slope is 2. Slope is 2 means what? 2 over 1, isn't it? What that means? 1 right, 2 up, right? So 1 right, 2 up, that's the next point. 1 right, 2 up, that is the next point. 1 right, 2 up, next point. That's the graph. All right. All right, number 3. What's the slope of number 3? Coefficient of right x is a slope. 1/2 is a slope. What is the y-intercept? -1 is the y-intercept. Okay, now let's make a graph. Y-intercept is -1. We start over here, -1 on the y-axis. That's our starting point. Now we're gonna find next point using the slope. From here, follow the pattern. What that means 1/2. This one is a change in y, this one is change in x. So 2 right, 1 up. That's the meaning, right? 1/2 means what? 2 right, 1 up. 2 right, 1 up. Now left hand side. 1 down to left, 1 down to left, 1 down to left. Okay, now connect all these points. This is the graph of what? Y equals 1/2x minus 1. It's okay? Now you have to figure out how to graph of a linear equation, linear function. Are you guys with me? It's hard?
Just a little bit.
What about Victoria? Victoria, now can you draw the line of the equation?
Yeah, it's like okay.
It's been okay? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have another, okay, 3 exercises one more time. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So we work together anyway. This is now down. I'm gonna delete this one. And we're gonna use this graph paper for the next 3 questions. All right. Now let's make a graph over here. First, we need to find the slope and the y-intercept. From here, slope is what? Coefficient of x. Slope is 2. And y-intercept, use the letter B, okay, is 2. We just got 2 numbers. So how to graph? Always we need a starting point b equal 2, right? So this is b equal 2, isn't it? Starting point b equal 2, y-intercept. But slope is 2 means you can change a little bit different. 2/1, right? Always slope is what? When you change it to 1, increase 2, that is a slope. Okay, from here, 1 right, 2 up. 1 right, 2 up. 1 right, 2 up. Up, no more. Now the other side, 2 down, 1 left. 2 down, 1 left. 2 down, 1 left. 2 down, 1 left. Now let's make a graph. That is the graph. All right, number 5. Slope is a coefficient of x, slope is 1. This is the y-intercept altogether. Y-intercept is -1. All right. Now, how can you find the graph? We start already this number. Y-intercept is -1. Y-axis, where is the y-intercept? This one, -1 down of it. That is our starting point. Now the next one, follow the pattern. M is 1 means 1 over 1, isn't it? A little bit change the form. 1 over 1. What that means? 1 right, 1 up. So using this slope, we can find another point over here. 1 right, 1 up, next point over here. That is the next point. 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 Another left is that 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left. Now make the line. That's the graph. All right, number 6. Watch the slope. Slope is 1/2. Y-intercept is 2, right? This is the slope, coefficient of x, and the rest of number 2 is y-intercept. All right. Okay, so y-intercept is 2 over here, right? That is your starting point. This is a y-intercept in y-intersection, right? That is a 2. You start from here. Now slope is 1/2 means what? What it did? 1 over 2 change in x is what? Move to the right by 2 and move up by 1, right? That is the pattern to move right next point. So that means 2 right, 1 up. 2 right, 1 up. 2 right, 1 up. To the left, 1 down to left, 1 down to left, 1 down to left. That's enough. Now let's make a graph. That's the graph of y equals 1 over 2x plus 2. All right, are you guys with me? It is okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
now a little more practice. From the equations, how we find the slope and y-intercept. Okay, number 1, can you give me the slope of number 1? And the y-intercept. What's the slope of number 1? Y equals x plus 4. What's the slope? Where is the slope? Coefficient of x, but we cannot see that because it was there 1. That's why we didn't see that. Slope is 1 is correct. Where is y-intercept? This number with plus, that is y-intercept. So this equation has slope is 1, y-intercept is 4. What about number 2? What's the slope? Where is the slope in the equation? Anybody can give me the number? Anybody can give me the number?
I think it will be
Would it be 2?
Yeah, 2 coefficient of x, that is the slope. And what about y-intercept?
-2?
-2, that's it. Excellent. All right, number 3, what's the slope? I told you slope is coefficient of x. Can you see that over here?
3.
Slope is 2. This number coefficient of x. Are you okay? All right, what's the slope over here? Number 3. Coefficient of x, this number is the slope.
Is 3.
Yeah, what about y-intercept?
-1.
-1, that is the y-intercept. Okay, try number 4. What's the slope? Slope is?
-1.
-1.
-1, right? What is the y-intercept?
3.
Yep, that's it. Y-intercept is 3. What about number 5? Slope?
1.5.
That's right, 1.5. And y-intercept?
-5.
Yep, -5. What's the slope? Number 6. Coefficient of x. This is the coefficient of x. That's the slope. -1/3 is the slope. What is the y-intercept? This number is the y-intercept. In the equations, they already got both, okay? They already got. But number 7 are a bit different because when you have a slope intercept form, you can find the slope. This is not slope intercept form, right? Now we're gonna change the form a little. Slope intercept form plus 2x plus 2x, isn't it? When you this one, you got the now y equals plus 2x plus 2x and -1. This is slope intercept form, right? Now from here you can find the slope. Slope is how much? 2, because the coefficient of x is 2. This value of -1 is y-intercept. Okay, now try this one, number 8. This is not slope intercept form, a little different. You're gonna change the form over here to find the slope and y-intercept. -4x is out. Y equals -4x plus 2, right? This is a slope intercept form because the y equals mx plus 2. What's the slope? Victoria, can you give me the slope?
-4.
Yeah, what is the y-intercept?
2.
That's right. Okay, the last one. What is the slope? Any other volunteer? This number is a slope. 3/2 is a slope. This number is y-intercept. Okay. All right. Now using slope and y-intercept, we did already, okay? Using this slope and y-intercept, we can make graph. Now graph a line with slope of 1 and y-intercept of -4. Can you graph this one? Okay, everybody try number 10, 11, and 12. So I'm gonna pause. Slope is given and y-intercept is given. Slope is 1 is a slight in fraction form, right? 1/1. And y-intercept is -4 is just starting point. That's a starting point, -4 here. Now using this slope, you can find the next point. What that means, 1/1. 1 right, 1 up, right? So from here, start 1 right, that is next point. That's enough. Now the next point is what follow the pattern. One right, one over here. That is next point. That is point. That is next point. The other point over here. Okay, when you make the line, this is what? The graph of which one? Oh, you can make the equation now. Y equals, what is the slope is 1 going over here, 1x, y-intercept is next. You can set up the equation too. 1x is just x, simply y equals x minus 4. That's the graph of the right equations. Okay, using slope and y-intercept, you can make a graph first. When you need, right, draw the graph. And also you need, right equation. Okay. All right, number 11. We have a slope. Slope is 2. 2 means we can change the form 2 over 1. Or negative 3, the y-intercept starting point. This is your negative 3. Using this one, we can find another point. 2 over 1 means what is that? 1 right, 2 up. That's the pattern to find the next point. From here to, we can find this point. So 1 right, 2 up. This second point. 1 right, 2 up. Another point. 1 right, 2 up, 1 right, 2. All points can be found. Right over here, 2 down, 1 right. Okay. Now make the line. That's it. Now let's write the equation of the graph. We already got everything, slope and y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b. Substitute there. Slope is going in here. Y-intercept going over here, right? So the equation of this graph is y equals 2x minus 3, isn't it? Are you guys with me? Okay, we have another one. Now, the equation is given. Using this equation, we're gonna find what? Graph. Last two, okay, 4 left. We're almost done. Okay. Now, just before give us what slope and b value, but we need to find the slope and b value from the equation, okay? From here, slope is 3, b equals negative 3, isn't it? So where is the starting point? B is the starting point because B is the y-intercept. Intersection with y-axis at negative 3. That's our starting point. What is the next point? Using the slope. You can use this one, 3 over 1. That's the easiest way. What that means? 1 right, 3 up. What is the next point? 1 right, 3 up. That is the next point. Now using this pattern, find the additional point. 1 right, 3 up. That's enough. All other point is out of range. Okay, make the line over here. A little extended one. Okay, that's the graph. This point, this point, this point. What about number 14? What's the slope? Slope is -1. Option this one. And y-intercept is 1. So where is the starting point? B1 is the starting point over here. Slope is -1 is what? -1/1, that's fine. What that means? 1 right, this time is a -1 y-intercept, y changing y, -1 going down, right? Because that's -1, direction is opposite. 1 right, 1 down, that is -1, 1 down, this one. 1 right, 1 down, isn't it? No, another point, 1 right, 1 down. We can find all additional points over here. Right, to make the line. That's the graph of -x plus 1. Now the other two more. What's the slope, Victoria? What's the slope over here?
4.
4. What is the b value? Y-intercept.
-2.
That's it. We start right from -2 from this point. Now using the slope, we need to find the additional point. Slope 4 means what? 4/1, isn't it? What that means? 1 right, 4 up. Very jump. 1 right, 4 up. That's the next point. 1 right, 4 up there. This is over here. 4 down 1, 4 down 1 up. Oh, this is out of range. Just to make 2 lines. That's enough. This point, enough. Okay, the last question is number 17. Victoria, what's the slope of the equations?
-3/2.
Yeah, -3/2. I'm gonna put this number negative right numerator, okay? So b value equals what?
1.
Yeah, so we start from number 1 over here, right? Okay, what that means? 2 right, 3 down, right? Because -3 down. 2 right, 3 down. The path will be like this one. 2 right, 3 down. This next point. 2 down, 2 right, 3 down. Next point. From right to the left. 2 left, 3 up. 2 left, 3 up. That is next point. Okay. That's the graph. Okay. I hope everybody understand this one, okay? Any questions about this? So I'm gonna send out a little practice for your homework, how to make a graph. Okay. All right, if we don't have any questions, we're gonna finish our lesson today. Okay. I send out the homework as soon as possible. Okay. All right, so I'll see you on Thursday. Okay. All right, thanks for joining the class. I'll see you next
Thank you
time.
for teaching us.
Okay.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, thank you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Thursday. Bye.
Okay.